How's it going, everyone? We are returning again with another Showdown live, and this time we're going to keep the momentum with our ZERAORA from the last live with acrobatics. We didn't quite get the acrobatics off, but someone in my Discord posted this very fun, actually JRG was the one who posted it, this very fun, very offensive looking team, and I had to try it. What can I say? It seems simple on the surface, nothing that's too out of bounds. Like, there's a lot of cool little things, like hell, Toxic Darmanitan, I'm in from the outset. Count me in. But Spec Zera is really the crutch of this team, right? So Spec Zera automatically is very interesting because it's a surprisingly good special attacker. It's mostly known as being a physical attacker that maybe has some Volt Switch for some mixed attacking potential. Grass Knot is nothing new either. But when you add in like a Specs Thunder, that is going to hit really hard. Not to mention Focus Blast is hitting a lot of the counters that are swapping in on ZERAORA freely too. So it's going to be a very fun team. I would not be surprised if we got some devastating, heart-wrenching misses between the two 70% your accuracy moves. But you know what, like this description says right here, we got a lot of speed on this team between these two base 95s, Rillaboom's priority. ZERAORA is a speedster itself, although it's not plus nature in speed, which is actually very interesting. I'm noticing that just now. I guess even if it did outspeed Dragapult, it wouldn't be doing much. But regardless, very cool team. I'm excited to try it, so let's just hit the ladder. And I always say to people who post stuff in my Discord teams and stuff, always post it. I love to look at teams. It's a fun way to sort of keep your eye on the meta game. And even if they're not very meta teams, it's fun to see like, oh, you know, they put, you know, a Psychic on a Butterfree. I don't know. You see like funny stuff like that. And I can't guarantee I'll use it if I see it and people want me to. But if it looks fun like this one does, then hell, I'm willing to try it. Again, like just looking at teams and kind of keeping an eye on them, I find that very interesting, right? You know, oh, you know, I never thought that, you know, like a while back, one of my favorite lives I've done is, oh, I didn't even think about Shiinotic being a ZERAORA counter. I gotta give that a shot. So that stuff I think is very interesting. But we're gonna start at the gates with Sun offense, which I feel like we're actually well situated for between our Darmanitan, it's gonna be very powerful, and our ZERAORA. ZERAORA, I think, is gonna do a number on all these Pokemon, especially if you're predicting it to be special. In fact, I might lead it. Depends if we get their Zera first, because we're also choice locked. If they did that, we would be in a bit of a pickle. Our Shifu is going to look very good in this team too. Beyond Komodo, there's not a lot of comfortable swap into this thing. The close combat you can kind of swap into with Venusaur and with Volcarona and with Charizard, but those aren't tanky Pokemon. They don't love eating a close combat. So we'll keep that in mind too. I suspect this is actually a sweeper Komodo, so I'm a bit afraid of it because like Torkoal's a great rocker to begin with, right? So if you're using a defensive rocker Komodo, that would surprise me a little bit. Maybe Darmanitan is elite because we can Toxic the Torkoal off the rip, and we don't fear the ZERAORA so much. That's the other thing. Maybe, I'm not sure. Rillaboom would be better for the ZERAORA lead. ZERAORA in general actually kind of concerns me with this team because we don't outspeed it, and Rillaboom's going to be good versus it, but that's in a one-on-one matchup, and this is Sun, right? So keeping ZERAORA keeping Rillaboom healthy might be tricky. So actually, I'm gonna go Darmanitan. Let's keep it simple. We do see the ZERAORA, and I'd be surprised if it stays in. And I predict a swap. And the question is, if they swap just to get their Sun up right now, although that'd be crazy if they did that because an Earthquake would be very good here. If I was a Scarf Darm, I would be EQing here, like no question, right? So I wonder if my opponent would respect that at all. So I can U-turn on a Torkoal, or I can Toxic a Torkoal swap in. I think I'll U-turn. Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it nice and simple. Okay, they do respect the immediate Earthquake. I do appreciate that. It's frustrating when people play around that in a weird way. Now, I guess I don't really see an option besides ZERAORA here. And again, I'm uncomfortable with this because I think Volt Switch is the obvious play here. But if this other ZERAORA comes in, we're in trouble. I'm going to assume they do, and I'm going to Focus Blast because that will hit the ZERAORA very hard. And if they happen to go Torkoal, then we're good. The only thing that would affect us is if they stay in, which frankly I see as a bit unlikely. If they go Torkoal, Torkoals are not very specially defensive, so this actually hits. We're going to be in a great spot. Yep, it does a ton of damage. I expect now a double switch to the Charizard or the Volcarona. If they stay in, I don't want to Focus Blast again, right? Because in my opinion, there's a great chance they go to one of actually any of their Sun sweepers are going to do a number on us, right? The one. And Focus Blast can miss even if they stay in. So Darmanitan seems good on everything that isn't Venusaur, but even Venusaur, it depends if they run Earth Power, right? I don't think Earth Power is that meta. So we're gonna double switch to Darmanitan. If they stay in, that means they're down to sack it. Okay, Komodo comes out, which is also interesting. And I think I Toxic this thing. Or do I Zen Headbutt? Zen Headbutt is probably best. don't look a gift horse in the mouth, right? Like, Toxicate works if they substitute on us. If they attack, it's not great either. I think Zen Headbutt's the play. The only thing this doesn't cover is Clangor Soul. Oh, it's Iron Defense Komo. Then Toxic's definitely the play. No question. No question. I'm even hesitating to click this Toxic. Are they gonna attack this turn? They do. It does so much. Oh my gosh. I wasn't in my wildest dreams. I didn't expect it. Oko. Woo. Woo. Okay, well, we got a whole Fable here. Why mess around? Question is if they swap. Question is if they swap. Their team is very offensive, so we can teleport if they do so and be in a good spot. Or we can Moonblast if they stay in. I want to teleport. Because we do have Corvin as a swap. If they surprise me and they stay in, we can cover ourselves with a Corviknight swap in here. Yeah. 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 Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Thought we did that because Venusaur covers us rather nicely. However, I dislike this thing a lot in Sun. It scares me. It frightens me. I don't like it. Don't want to play it. Let's take a look at how our Urshifu stacks up against it. Oh, what? It didn't clear the previous sets. You got to be kidding me. Venusaur, Chlorophyll Sweeper. What's the calcs here? Okay, so you just trade a kill. And frankly, this thing scares me so terribly much that I would be down for that. I want to go to Urshifu, and I'm just gonna let it rip. Much like the Beyblades of yore, I will let it rip. And this is claiming a kill. There's no two ways about it. The only swap in they have is a Komo, but when you consider the Toxic, when you consider the Choice Band, Wicked Blow, like, there's no way. What? 99, that was way out of our calcs. Oh, Sun wasn't up. Okay. My calcs had no Sun in it. Okay, what were the odds? At a 12% chance to Oko. So I still would have made that play because I think it was the only play I could make. But good lord, is that scary. I think I go Rillaboom here because I think that Zera's gonna be handy. They knock off, fine. That kind of sucks for us, but not the end of the world. We can knock off in return. We can Grassy Glide. We can Wood Hammer. I think I'm gonna do a U-turn. It's a bit predictable because, okay, I was gonna say that's a bit of a predictable move. I don't love that. If they'd stayed in, we would have been in a little bit of a pinch, but this works out nicely because we can go to they go to Charizard. We're gonna go to ZERAORA, and again, the point of this team is you want to bait the Thunders. You want to bait the Volt Switches so you can get another special move off. But if I'm them, I'm just going ZERAORA here. Okay, they sacked the Torkoal, which is great. Although it's also worth noting that our Thunder is even weaker in this Sun too, so we're really committed to Volt Switch in this situation. I think I go Urshifu to bait out the. I was gonna say the ZERAORA, but I think Volcarona might come out if we go Urshifu, and I don't like the looks of that one bit. Volcarona in general really terrifies me. And we have a BizDef Corv too. We kind of want the Corv for the Komo. We don't really. It's useless for everything else. I guess we'll keep it as a sack option. Okay, so yeah, well, I think the play is just to commit to a sack here, sadly. So we go to Urshifu. Hopefully they go to Volcarona here. Also, does this team not have rocks? I didn't get a lot of chance to look at it. I don't think there's rocks in this team, which is gutsy. That's gutsy. I'm sure Thunderwave is very useful on this, but I gotta have rocks. Just how Nathan do. Nathan gotta have rocks. This thing might have Rocky Helmet. Let's U-turn out. Okay, it doesn't. It had revealed leftovers. I don't know why I'm worried about that. We'll go to Clef. A Wish here would be rather nice, actually. If I could get off a Wish teleport, that would hit just okay. Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. And we're gonna teleport. We're gonna be able to get into Shifu fine here because we're gonna have that negative priority, of course. And if they go to Volcarona, does it have Bug Buzz? Is the question. That's the real question. I guess I could have gone to ZERAORA if I knew what it was. The problem is Thunder is so inaccurate in Sun, and I don't know if I would click that in this situation. Because how do we do versus Volcarona otherwise? I mean, we might just die in the Sun straight up. What are we saying? Yeah, no, this is bad from top to bottom. Bug Buzz or not. Bug Buzz is the least of our concerns. Okay, you know what? Well, hey, we said that we had to sack this Corviknight eventually. That's just a matter of fact. They missed the Fire Blast. Huge. If they miss again, I will praise the Lord. I will be. Oh, come on. You can't be volt switching here. What are you doing? I mean, they get off the burn on us, but what are you doing? Now ZERAORA's in a great spot. I'm gonna Brave Bird here. This thing was meant to die for a reason. There's pretty much one more turn of scary Charizard to deal with. I could protect with Clefable for sure. Or it shouldn't be faster than me. Anyone who's been following my streams know I've been traumatized recently by some run-ins with Scarf Sun Charizard in the RU tier. But let's just, they should be going to ZERAORA here, but I'm not gonna risk it. This Charizard's useless outside the sun, so we're gonna force it out no matter what. Okay, no, they're actually gonna let it die. Now we can go, I guess Shifu. If they go Zera, I'll go Rillaboom. If they go Komodo, I'll just slap him. Hit him real hard. ZERAORA makes an appearance. We'll go to our... We can go to Clefable too, which is noteworthy, because I think a close combat's likely right now. They Plasma Fist instead. That's not so bad, though. We'll Moonblast. The question is just, like, the only reason we would keep this is if we wanted to protect ourselves versus Komodo, but I don't particularly see that as likely. So yeah, we get a bit of chip. Just a bit. Just a wee bit of chip. I guess I could have Wish Past there, but whatever. Not my biggest concern. Well, Grassy Glide. I don't think Komodo is swapping this thing very comfortably, banned or not. We can swap moves afterwards too. ZERAORA goes down. My opponent doesn't really want to swap out here. So I think that's a GG. Great start to the team. Although, again, Sun was not the greatest display for ZERAORA here, especially because I think this team just like scares me against enemy ZERAORA in general. Clefable's health is pretty important, but Clefable's health is important against a lot of matchups nowadays, right? That's not a Pokemon you can just throw around. Body Press is, again, hitting harder than it has any reason to, if we're being honest. We're probably dying here. That's fine. This thing's, its days are numbered. Close combat seals the win. Great. Okay, so that's one down. Let's get another. Hopefully we can, like, again, this is probably the third battle in a row where I've had ZERAORA alive, and it has disappointed me, where it hasn't gotten to, like, really flex its stuff. So I think it's useful, but we're just kind of relying on the framework around the team so far. Let's operate under the assumption that Excadrill is going to be our lead here, because I think that's very likely. This looks like an HO team. You know, you see a wall breaker here, slash sweeper. You see a wall breaker here. You see a sweeper here, sweeper here. Togekiss can do anything, and Excadrill is probably your suicide lead. So let's operate under the assumption that we're going to see Excadrill suicide lead. In which case, my best bet is Corviknight. Because I can Brave Bird it. I don't think it's even a 2-hit KO on Excadrill is the problem. I don't know that. This should be a head calc I should know. I'm making content. I'm making content here, and I don't know your basic Brave Bird calc. Okay, yeah, that's not very good. Darm, I can U-turn on into Brave Bird, or no, I'll go Corv and U-turn into Darm. Yes, and then Darm will kill it, and then that will invite in Crawdaunt, and then I will go to Rillaboom. I don't know. Well, that's 3 turns from now. What do we care? Togekiss makes an appearance. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Only thing I would fear is Flamethrower here. Don't burn, don't burn, don't burn. Okay, that was a questionable turn 1 for me, to say the least. The good news is I don't see a great Flare Blitz swap in. Their best bet is Crawdaunt, but Crawdaunt we have some good swap ins too, and it's not super strong either, so it's not going to love it. This could be a good Darmanitan game. Are they going to get the Thunder Wave off on us? They don't. Whew. Whew. Okay. I'd like to say, like, oh, you lucked me with the Flamethrower. You know what? That is comparable RNG. I think it's kind of silly oftentimes to like evaluate RNG. Oh, I should have U-turned, you son of a gun. It's not knockoff, but it's crunch. Wild. Do I Grassy Glide or do I U-turn? Let's Grassy Glide. Okay. I regret it. I regret everything. Darm here, I guess. We'll get some grassy terrain chip too. I'm expecting a Quiver Dance here. No, they Fiery Dance instead. So we will tank this, and we should be able to get off a Flare Blitz pretty reasonably free. But let's U-turn, because actually the last couple turns they are swapping around a bit more freely. If they stay in, we might be in a bit of trouble. But okay, we get that off, and it is a Grassy Seed Rillaboom, so I'm 1000% expecting the Swords Dance, which is great because we have a Corviknight. Oh wait, we don't really have a Corviknight. That is what I'm getting at there. Clefable would be nice for Crawdaunt. It would certainly be nice for Crawdaunt. Urshifu might kill. And I think it eats a Grassy Glide pretty well. Let's see what the young Urshifu calc looks like. Okay, Wicked Blow is definitely killing. Definitely, absolutely, like beyond killing. And yeah, we're not really fearing anything here. Grassy Glide would suck, but that's fine. Great. Okay, so we get a full Wicked Blow. I've talked about it like extensively in all my videos and my lives and all that, but I don't have a lot of experience using Urshifu. And so, which is weird because it's not like a fighting game where you have to like get used to the techniques or anything like that. You really just put it in and click Wicked Blow, but it's fun using it so far because I'm just going like, oh my gosh, is this thing really gonna die? Oh my god, it is. Every time. And wow, the terrain goes down, so Howlucha is now much less threatening. I don't really know what to predict here. Corviknight. Here's the thing, like Wicked Blow, if they Quiver Dance, Wicked Blow is great. But if they attack, then I just want to sack Corviknight because Corviknight's mostly done its job. So this vexes me is what I'm getting at. And see, you know what? Clefable Thunderwave right now would be pretty spectacular, wouldn't it? So now who's laughing? What's the user's name? JRG. Who's laughing now? I had to throw it in, didn't I? You know what? Honestly, Wicked Blows aren't doing so much against this team. Oh, it's even minus speed too, and of course it burns. Okay, we'll force them to kill us. I don't know. Band might even kill. A 4x resist Band might even kill from this range. Call me crazy. We should look. Volcarona. No, oh boy. Volcarona. Bulky. It might even kill. Yeah, I think it does. Good God. That is some damage. Oh, they're roosting on us? They're roosting on us? And now it's a roll, which is the worst timeline. They might even be slower than ZERAORA. Call me crazy. They must have calculated that you're faster than your average ZERAORA. And actually, we're not even plus speed ZERAORA, so I think we're fine. But we're in a bit of a pickle, because I think Darm dies to your Fiery Dance now. What did it do earlier? To 27, and at double the damage. I think it's definitely killing. ZERAORA, it's plus Spadef, so am I relying on a Thunder to kill? ZERAORA. Oh, now we're using it, and I'm using the calc a little bit much here. I apologize, but this is a scary situation here. We got to go in from a perspective of knowledge. And if we're against a bulky Quiver Dance, and they're +1 and they're +2, where does that leave us? Flamethrower is, oh boy, is it probably killing? Really? That's crazy. 99. Okay, so this is, they might regret the Fiery Dance here because it should be a guaranteed to a KO. That's interesting. And our Thunder, even our Volt Switch should kill. Unless they roost on us. I think we have to Thunder in case they roost. Crap. Or do we go to Rillaboom? I'm running out of time. I'm chatting way too much here. Let's let it rip. They don't even know our set, so actually they're thinking that a surefire Plasma Fist is coming and they should know. Yeah, okay, we scare it out. Thank gosh. I'm really okay with that. We'll go to Corviknight here. I wonder if the better play there was to go straight to Rillaboom and go for the priority Grassy Glide, because that again would have disabled any roost shenanigans. I think so. I think that's a more optimal play because they could have just roosted on us indefinitely and waiting for a Thunder to miss. So I think that was the bad play. The Grassy Glide would have been a roll, but I'd rather take a roll than just like ad nauseum refreshing roost Thunder until I wait for either a para or a miss, which is like, that's a scary situation. But okay, we'll go Corviknight here, probably on rocks. They might make a double switch to their Volcarona because that beats both of our Excadrill swap-ins. Okay, they don't do so. Let's roost. Let's get a roost up. If Volcarona comes, it comes. We can't live in fear. I don't have to be afraid anymore. And then how does Corviknight do versus this thing? Even if it's burnt. Yeah, okay, it's still killing from this range. Great. Oh, wonderful trade. I'll take that trade every day of the week. So now we're in a position where ZERAORA can theoretically sweep if we get the right moves. Key phrase being theoretical. But right now, Clefable's great against 2 of these 3, but it's bad versus Excadrill. I'm going to go to Rillaboom. Glad I did, because that worked out very nicely now. Oh wait, I just gave them the Hawlucha. Oh no. I was just saying Hawlucha can't do anything like this. Oh no, then I knock off and click the wrong move. We don't have Thunder Wave on our Clefable. I look like such a clown. I look like such a clown. They're gonna get free Swords Dance right now. And I just have to watch. I just have to watch. I can't Wish Protect. I can't do anything. Okay, it kills. I skipped. I don't know why I have such a bad habit of skipping the animation there. I apologize, but we somehow get out of the live. Max Fizdef Clefable, I love you. I'm sorry for any trash I've talked. They're gonna Rapid Spin, they're gonna go for the sweep. It's got a Sash, so if it can beat the Rillaboom, that's doable. But I think Grassy Glide should just do it from here. Yeah, well, Moonblast, because if they attack, oh, this isn't great actually. Let's force them to kill Darm. But no, that we've broken the Sash. I think Rillaboom kills from this range. I think we're okay. Let's go to Darm. We'll sack this thing. Rillaboom should be killing with Grassy Glide. If not, we lose. That's an unexpected choke. This is not a Swords Dance or a Suicide League extra like I expected. Much like JRG, they do not care about rocks, and they're gonna forfeit. So okay, we do somehow come away with a win. It was dicey. That was we were on the edge of our seats there, but we barely managed to pull it off. I said edge of our sheets there, more like the edge of our she-who. Yeah, on that note, I'm ending a live. That terrible note, I'm ending a live. But yeah, fun team. I'm gonna throw it in the description below. Thanks again to JRG for sending it our way. I do understand now very much so why there was Thunder Wave here, because it helps against the anti-sweepers a lot, and that Clefable was definitely needed. But I don't know, no Stealth Rock team in 2020. I don't know. Maybe if you made this like an air balloon Excadrill with rocks, it could help. I don't know. I don't know what I would do about this team to have Clefable still fulfilling that Thunder Wave utility, plus having rocks up. I guess you could just do like the classic. I think the most common Clefable set right now is this. The utility one. Oh, this is even max defense, and we still lived that. Wait, this is max defense, and we still lived the Hawlucha. We're going back into the calc for one more, gang. Did we just like get a Galdi roll or something? What the? No item. Wow. Okay, even with only 100 defense, it's still tanking that acrobatics, huh? Clefable. Oh, love you, Clefable. Great Pokemon. Great Pokemon. But thanks for watching, everyone. This is like a 23-minute live of me talking and 2 minutes of me actually playing, but I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.